Thursday Thunder. Adrian.
Yes.
Thursday, the 27th of June.
2019.
And we've got the front door here at the gym open.
Yeah.
My God, it's hot.
I got out of the car. I was like, oh, it's sweltering today.
After the cold we've had,
Yep.
it's actually quite nice that it's out there, the sun's shining, and it's quite a nice day.
Yeah, I woke up at 5 a.m, look at my phone, it's 14 degrees. Oh, it's a warm one.
It's a heat wave. That's
Yeah.
it was 14 degrees this morning.
Yeah, when I woke up. And
That's warmer than it was on Monday all day.
That's 5 times warmer than it was in the morning on Monday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the prep?
Okay, so it's gone. So last
14 weeks out. 14 and a half weeks out.
under 14.
13 and a half weeks out. That's right.
Yes, last week we said that caffeine is becoming the thing that goes from meal to meal. I've now progressed to the next stage, which is gum.
Oh, yeah. Sugar-free gum.
Yep.
Yeah. You all go through that with your pep.
I'm at that now, where I ran across the road yesterday, got some gum, and I finished the packet in maybe like an hour. It didn't help. If anything, it made me go to the toilet, but that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still hungry all the time. But
well, you're meant to be.
Yeah.
And you're on track. You had a check-in this week.
More food.
More food. But you dropped.
Yeah.
Yep. So you haven't had a body scan or anything?
No, I plan to do one this Monday.
You haven't even done pinches on yourself?
No, just going by what he sees.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, you can't do pinches on yourself. Some of the parts are hard to get to.
Oh, you'd be able to do a 3-spot pinch.
Yeah.
You know, just to keep track of, like abdominal, chest, and quads.
I could.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I'd rather not know those numbers, because then I'll be fat. What's the word I'm looking for? Too focused on them.
On the numbers,
yeah. Well, I reckon having a DEXA scan is just for, because that would have my old one I did like 2-3 years ago on file. So I want to compare where I'm at and see the lean body mass gain or drop. Hopefully not a drop. Shouldn't be a drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's this Monday. I'm gonna have a quick suss.
Excellent. Well, I got sick.
You did get sick.
Yeah, and I was only when I was boasting last week that I haven't gotten sick this year. Everyone's been sick, but on Saturday I woke up with a sore throat and I had a sore throat all day, and then I got a headache, and then it got blocked up nose, and by Sunday I was because we were going to train in the morning, and I said I've come down with something, I'm not going to train, but I ended up training in the afternoon.
I saw.
Yeah. So what I started doing was, I always take Resilience by ATP. I generally just take 3 a day. I've been taking 3 a day as a preventative measure, because everyone around me has been crook. So then I upped it to 9 a day. I took 3 in the morning, 3 in the middle of the day, and 3 at night when I went to bed. So on Monday I was most of the crookest.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember, I came in and I quickly left again.
Yep.
And I went home that afternoon. But I still smashed 9 Resilience. But then Tuesday I was 100% better. Wednesday, yesterday, I was 100% better. And today I'd say I am 95% recovered.
That's good.
So I haven't trained all week, but I think I'll join in the session this afternoon, because I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, 95%. And if it keeps going at this rate, by this afternoon, tonight, I'll be 100% recovered. But while I am spruiking this product, I think this product is an incredible product.
Very much.
When it came out first, we were all a little bit, another one of ATP's, funny products. But since I have been using it and incorporated it into my daily regime, and like I said, I wasn't sick for a long time, even though I was surrounded by sick people. And here at the gym, you're surrounded by sick people. You're touching equipment that sick people touch, and that's pretty well in every gym. So, but if you do feel a cold coming on and you up these dosages to 6 to 9 a day, man, I honestly believe it works.
100%. Yeah.
And that's something that you'd have to consider, because during prep, you always get sick during prep. Always.
Definitely.
So if I was you, I'd add some Resilience.
Well, funnily enough, I still have a tub of Resilience when I first bought it, and I have 1 a day. But since prep, one thing that's changed in my daily supplement routine is glutamine.
That's right.
And I'm having probably upwards of 40 grams a day.
And that also
glutamine has been linked to
your immune system.
The immune system.
Exactly right.
And also gut health.
That's right.
So.
Exactly right.
if anything,
Yeah.
glutamin's helped me the most.
That's right. So yeah, if you feel a cold coming on, smash the resilience.
Yeah,
3
definitely.
serves a day, I reckon. I mean, I've spoken to some of the ATP guys, and they'll take up to like 4 serves a day. You know? But I found 3 is really good.
Yeah.
Yep. But speaking of health, there was an interesting thing that happened to me on the weekend, and I spoke a bit to you about it this morning. And is that I actually made a post about it yesterday too, and on how in our industry, I found it's easy to sell a pre-workout.
Yep.
But it's really hard to sell health.
Very much so.
Yeah, and that was just me talking to someone about products like resilience and multi-food. I mean, this is my health stack. So I've got my resilience, multi-food, and Cord RX, which I take every day. So we've got immune support, multivitamin and minerals through natural foods, and adrenal support and cortisol. So they're the 3 health products that I take every day. And I was talking to someone who was asking about these very same things, what to do and what to use. And I showed him these products and explained to him about all these products for ages. And he sort of nodding his head and going, oh yeah, it all makes sense, you know, that's pretty awesome, you know. And he goes, yeah, I'll do some research into it. And then he goes in the next breath, oh, what's the new pre-workout? And I said, try this Chemex, it's got this and this and this. And he goes, yeah, it sounds good, I'll buy it.
Yeah. The fact that you can say this pre-workout is going to feel real good because it has caffeine in it, and other stimulants that you can't even pronounce, but it does this, they'll go, you're right.
That's right.
100%. I'm not going to research that, but I'll research what a phytonutrient is.
That's right.
Because I think health food has a huge stigma around it.
Well, it does, and so does supplements. Recently, there's a lot of stigma coming and anti-supplement talk as well. And we can go into that in a little bit more. But I think it's, you know, if you don't have your health right, well then your training is going to suffer anyway.
And then you start relying on stuff like coffee, excess caffeines, pre-workouts, anti-drinks.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you find that no matter how much you take, you're feeling a little bit down. But then you'll go, this is going to help. And then the cycle begins anew because everything's been reset.
Yeah, but it's frustrating because, you know, people will look at what sort of energy product will give them best energy, but then won't look at what sort of product should I take for optimal health and to keep my body healthy and recovering and my immune system up so that I don't get sick.
Of course. Have you seen those things called 5-hour energy?
Oh, I've heard of them.
They're about this big. You can find them at most just on the counter of any supermarket. Not supermarket, sorry, like the convenience store.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, the words are this big. Like there is hundreds of ingredients, and then people will buy them without asking any questions.
That's right.
This is going to give you energy. Done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard. It's very hard.
So it is a frustrating thing, and that gets into like people even getting people to believe what you're trying to say. Yeah. Because. And I think a lot of the supplement stores and the supplement industry itself is to blame for this because they do spruik a lot of bullshit products. And there is bullshit products.
There is bullshit products.
And it's easier to sell a hyped up new product than it is to sell something that's reliable, gives you results through consistency, etc. And I was talking to someone yesterday, and as I was talking to him, he kept saying, oh yeah, well I'm going to go and research this and all this. And I told him, I said, listen, my job here is to help you and to sell you the right products. Because if I don't, and you're going to leave from here and you don't get the results that you were expecting from these products, well, you're going to think that 1, I'm a liar, 2, I'm bullshitting to you, and 3, supplements are shit. And that's where some of this anti-supplement talk is coming through, because people are just selling the latest hyped up product, which necessarily isn't going to give you the results, or more than likely isn't going to get the results that you're expecting. And that's when then you're going to say, well, supplements are shit, or that shop sells bad advice, etc.
I have to admit, I think I was one of these people at one stage when I first started taking supplements. Do you remember Vital Strength Ripped?
Well, yes, it was a protein powder.
But it had the word ripped. So in my mind, I thought if I had this tub, it's going to make me leaner. It did nothing, and then very quickly realized...
Well, it did provide you with protein for muscle recovery and muscle repair. That's what it did.
It didn't give me the results that what I was expecting from something that said ripped on it.
That's right.
People want results yesterday.
Well, exactly right. And that is the problem. And I think that goes onto my next topic, is that people need to start getting back to basics.
Yep.
They need to start getting back to basics with your training, with your nutrition, and with your supplementation. Because, you know, with training, you need to get back to basics and back to lifting free weights, sticking with old school exercises, because they're the ones that build muscle. You need to row, you need to chin, you need to squat, you need to leg press. You need to do all of these old, well, they're not old school, they're the exercises that build mass.
It's the foundation.
Yeah. Just because you've got access to 27 different back machines doesn't mean that you're going to have a good back workout.
Yeah.
If you can't row more than 60 kilos for 10 reps. And they're the ones that build thickness and the foundation to your whole body, you know. And the same with nutrition, you know. I think nutrition these days is it's out of control, and a lot of that's got to do with all these coaches and everyone that's online, and you've got all these diets, and if it fits your macros, and I see people prepping for comp and eating peanut butter and lollies and everything.
I saw that.
And you're prepping now, and your prep would be totally different to what you did last time.
I will look on Instagram, and I'll look at my meal, where I've got chicken, rice, and broccoli with other greens, and that's what I see. Then I look on a photo of an acai bowl, a smoothie bowl with my calories are 900 and something for this meal. Like, this is 400, but this is making me feel better.
Well, that's right. You're 14 weeks out from a show now, and you're in better condition than when you competed last time. And that's because you went back to a coach who has old school principles and knows what works and applies.
Yep.
You know, and the same thing happens to supplements. You know, I think people are looking for that big quick fix. They're looking for something instantly. They're looking for something that they can feel, and again, now the supplement companies are to blame, because they're pandering to the customer.
Yeah.
They're creating products that make you tingle, give you feeling, etc. High caffeine, and just because you feel that, then you think that supplement's working. But in terms of old school building muscle, you need to get back to basics. You need to have a good protein powder. You need to use amino acids. You need to use even a carbohydrate product post and during, and you apply these supplements consistently with consistent training in the old principles of building muscle, and you're going to get results.
Get stronger,
Yeah, you know, and I think it's so frustrating now.
By throwing in too many variables, you mess up the overall structure of everything.
Well, that's right, you know, and people, I think you're right when you said people don't want to do the work for the results, the long-term work. And in this game of building muscle, it's all about long-term.
Yeah.
You know?
It's slow and steady chipping away, really.
That moves me on to a couple of things here. I'll move on to this one here because I saw a couple of quotes, or I heard a couple of quotes on a podcast I was listening to. This was Craig Harper. I listen to his podcast a lot. He's a bit of a motivational thing, but he interviews a lot of people, and I like his podcasts. So he made a couple of good things with training, and he says, don't expect a 9 out of 10 result for a 4 out of 10 effort. And how many times do we see that? You know, I'm training, but I'm not getting anywhere. But then when you see them training in the gym, they're training like pathetically. You know, and we talked about motivation constantly. People are asking, always, the biggest question I always ask is, how do you motivate yourself? How can I motivate myself to train? And the quote I heard, really good one, this was from Craig as well, was, it's what you do when you're not motivated that's going to yield the results. And how true is that?
It's very true. People don't see what happens beyond the curtain.
That's right. You know, how many times, there's been so many times I haven't wanted to train, you know. But you come in here, you start the workout, you get it done, and you end up having a good session, you know.
Apparently, I remember reading somewhere that some people have different training mentalities because this is going to sound stupid, but on their blood type and their origin of their family line. Like, a lot of people when they get into the gym, they hit it like real intense, and then they sort of just fall off. Where other people sort of go into it slowly and go, oh, I don't want to do this. And at the end of that, they're just smashing it out like nothing. Like their motivation kicks in about 10 minutes into the workout, then 10 minutes prior to the workout. I remember reading it, I was hearing it somewhere years ago, but I got to look into it a bit more because it was interesting to me. Like genealogy and the way your brain, like you do get motivated.
Yeah,
which
sounds
is really
like
cool.
a crock of shit.
It does sound like a crock of shit when I read it, say it out loud, but I gotta remember where I heard it.
Yeah.
It was from a refutable source though.
Yeah.
It's good.
Anyway, there was another thing I saw which sort of applied to me.
Alright.
And this was Tony Doherty. Somebody asked Tony Doherty, Tony Doherty from Doherty's Gym, he puts up lots of questions on Instagram and people ask him all sorts of questions. Some of the stupid questions he gets, but anyway. But one of the questions was someone was saying, oh yeah, I'm thinking of opening a gym. Should I open a mainstream or an old school gym? And I thought, well, mainstream, like all the franchises, etc. Got all the myriads of equipment, got the sled tracks and everything like that. Old school, which is like us, and Tony Doherty. And Tony came up with a really good answer, and I sort of thought, yeah, I can relate to that. And like Tony was saying, oh, if you want to make a shitload of money, open an old school gym. I mean, a mainstream gym. And he's sort of right, old school gym. Someone asked me the same thing. Why did I do it? And I'm there because I don't like the mainstream gyms. And if I would have turned this in and opened this as a franchise mainstream gym, I'd be most probably making a shitload of more money. But I wouldn't have been happy doing it. And Tony said the same thing. He wouldn't be happy doing that either. He likes that old school gym. And he's from the same time as me, when we came up in nothing but old school gyms.
Well, you at gyms.
Yeah. When I started training in the 80s, there was hardly any gyms, and every gym was just full of bodybuilders.
Yep.
It wasn't like there was just mainstream people, very few. It was just everyone who was there was either massive or trying to get massive.
Yep.
And that's what gyms were like.
They were doing the bare basics.
They were doing rows, chins, deadlifts, benches. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. We managed to crap on about all sorts of different topics today. Before we go, we'll just go on about some of our ongoing specials that we have. These specials are always online and in store. So ATP special is always online and in store. So if you buy 3 or more ATP products, they can be mix and match, the whole range, you'll get 15% off. So if you go online and you buy an ATP product, it'll actually say at the bottom, well, if you buy another 2 products, you're going to get 15% off. You add another one into your cart, it'll say buy 1 more ATP product and you'll get 15% off. It'll do it automatically at the checkout. The other special we have always online and in store is buy over $350 worth of anything, excluding specials, of course, and you'll get 15% off. And that is automatically applied in store as well. It'll tell you that if you buy 1 more product, it'll go over $350 and you get 15% off. So these are specials that are ongoing, constantly online and in store. Don't forget, Oxy Shred limited edition is still available. We've still got some tubs left, but they're selling pretty quick. Hoodies. Now I know we've been saying this for a couple of weeks. We haven't got them yet.
Feel the morale changes then?
Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week. That's all I'm going to say this time. But yeah, hanging out to get those, and we've got lots of people wanting them as well. Look, they really should be here next week.
Should have been here this week.
They should have been here. Well, today's only Thursday. They could come today or tomorrow.
Oh, they could actually,
So keep an eye on our socials. As soon as we do get them, we will obviously be posting up lots of information about it. That's it. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next week. Don't forget, if you got any questions, hit us up on our socials. We'll try and answer them. And everything that we spoke about in terms of Supps is available in store and online with
free Australia-wide delivery.
Free Australia-wide delivery online. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next week. See ya.
Bye-bye.